Oh my god.
White male, approximately 30 years old, wearing a black hoodie and a military-style hat.
Where was he last seen?
Sitting on the curb just prior to the parking garage.
Hey, put your hands up. Put the weapon down. Don't move. Put the weapon down, sir! Come on, man. One vet to another. Dude, don't do it to another vet. Don't do it to me.
Don't really want to feel stress. Stop getting on my way.
Need to meet as a group and talk about things that are bothering us, and you'll need to meet every week until the end of the semester.
Somebody gonna talk?
Well, I got nothing.
So much for students helping students.
How long do you have to stay here? The counselor says till 4. So you gotta come and you have to tell her what we talked about. That's bullshit.
This is supposed to be a therapy session. Can someone just start?
How about you?
How about you?
I'm gonna need some therapy after this therapy session.
I'm out of here.
Me too.
Hey, you can. You'll get kicked out of school.
Oh, I get kicked out of school?
That's not funny.
It is cruel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're here because we're on academic probation. Because apparently, we have issues.
Sit your butts down so we can get this done.
It said here we're supposed to meet as a group and talk this out that bother us.
I'm bothered about being here.
We're supposed to meet every week for the rest of the semester.
Give me that. Students helping students. Students are helping their peers with mental health concerns and raising awareness for the need for care. God, shoot me now.
Bro, we need to complete this program if we want to remain as students here. It's as simple as that.
Really?
Yeah. Because apparently we suck as students. So sit your ass down.
I'm just misunderstood.
Oh my God, can somebody just talk?
Students feel more comfortable talking to people their own age.
Okay, well, I'm in love with my mother, and I want to marry her, and that's why I'm failing college.
You are a terrible person.
You're right. I am. Actually, don't love my mother. Can't stand her.
I hate my dad. But there was a time when I loved him. But he...
Mom can't stand me.
I actually like my parents. They think this thing we're doing is gonna help me.
Help you? How?
Just deal with stuff.
Like what?
Just stuff.
Stuff like what?
Oh my God, seriously?
Well, you said you're dealing with things.
So what are you doing with this?
So what are you dealing with?
Calm down. I was just asking.
Do we really have to be here till 4?
You don't have to say anything, it's okay.
This summer.
Yes?
I'm not really sure I want to talk about anything.
It's okay, I can be the first one to share.
Finally.
Stop being such an ass.
Well, I think I'm quite charming, actually.
This is supposed to be a therapy session.
Everyone shut up! Why am I even here?
You're here because you're nuts, sweetheart.
You know what? You're right!
What happened? You lose a boyfriend?
Lost a brother, asshole. What? You got nothing to say? I lost a brother. His name was Jared, and he died, and it was my fault.
So, what happened?
A drunk driver. I was driving, and I was yelling to him about I don't know what. And then, next thing I know, we get hit. I blacked out, and I come back to, and people are opening the doors, trying to get us out. They were yelling, and I heard sirens. The next thing I know is I black out again. I was in such pain. I woke up in the hospital, and my mom was praying. My dad was crying. He said Jared had died. I have so much guilt from that moment. I should have died, not him. It's like I can't stop thinking, why am I alive? Tell me, why am I alive?
I don't.
You shouldn't feel bad. It wasn't your fault.
No, you shouldn't feel bad. I lost my father, and for a long time, I don't know why. I don't know why someone I love so much had to die. I'd be so wrong with him.
How did he die?
Cancer.
He was such a force in my life. He loved me, made me laugh, but he also stumbled. He would lose his energy, and he had this dry cough. So my mom told him to go see doctor, but he would say, "I'm okay," and he never complained.
So he never went to the doctor?
Eventually he done. We found out that he had cancer, but nothing can be done. They gave him a painkiller, and my mom was laying with him at night, holding his hands, telling him a story when they met. He died in his sleep, and I didn't get to say goodbye.
What'd you have said?
I will say I love you.
Wouldn't that be great?
What?
To have a dad that actually loves you.
Your dad did not love you?
Well, let's just say he did not. And let's just say he was a horrible person.
Did he hurt you?
He messed me up so bad. My dad touched me. I was 7, that's when it started. He would come into my room after my mom fell asleep, and he would wake me up. He said I needed this. I needed to know this. And I didn't know it was wrong at first. I mean, I believed him, he was a pastor. But I was 12 when I realized this wasn't right. And I knew inside that this is wrong. And I told him to stop, or I was going to tell my mom. But he said it was me. It was my fault that I tempted him. Who's your mom going to believe, me or you? And I thought, is he right? Is it my fault? It's like I can't function as a human being anymore. I can't stop seeing him come into my room, smelling his cologne, and touching me, saying I needed this.
For years, my stepdad would come home drunk and start yelling and hitting us. I kept telling my mom, "You gotta leave someday. He might kill one of us." But my mom, she just wouldn't leave. She said, "I can't raise you kids on my own." I was scared all the time, 24 hours a day. I was so bad in school because I couldn't think. If a teacher yelled at me, it would trigger me and I would just run out of the class. Say, "I know you loved your father, but mine was a monster." I never knew him. He left when I was a baby. My mom said he had a wild streak, always having affairs. My mom married my stepdad. Everything was good at first, but then he started drinking more and more. My mom said he needed to control his drinking, and that's when the hitting started. At home, I would hide in this walk-in closet in my room. They would start fighting, and I would go in there. It was like my secret garden. I had a little table and chair in there. There was, for some reason, a window in the closet. I would spend hours in there looking out the window, wishing and praying that I could be someplace else. I was trapped. Now that I'm older, I'm repeating the same mistakes my mom did. I've gotten into so many bad relationships. It's like I'm a magnet for terrible men.
It's not like we were born knowing how to have healthy relationships.
I feel bad for the both of you.
I'm sorry too. I went through a time where I felt trapped and nowhere to turn. When I was a little girl, me and my family lived in Nepal. And I never wanted my dad to leave the house. I just wanted to be with him. He was funny and told amazing stories about ghosts and spirits. In Nepal, we didn't live in a good place. We were very poor. My dad couldn't keep a job. When he would leave in the morning to look for work, he would hug me goodbye and just didn't want to let go. This would happen every day. Then one day, my dad gave me a hug. Hugged me for so long. Then he left in the morning. And my mom said he would not be coming back for a long time.
Why?
He had to leave our country to look for work. I remember crying so hard. For days, I couldn't stop crying. I missed him so much.
I bet he missed you.
But when he left, my life became terrible because I missed him so much. And the kids at my school started to bully me, hurt me.
Why did they hurt you?
In my society, you are looked down upon and humiliated if the man leaves the house and the woman becomes the head of the house.
That doesn't even make sense.
In Nepal, sometimes women girls are treated harshly. I was called bad names, rocks thrown at me, stick poking me. My mom was also being humiliated.
Just because your dad had to find work?
It still haunts me. It's like I'm still trapped in that moment. Even though my parents finally came together and we came to the United States and we live here without judgment, I still feel that moment when I was a little girl. It changed me, and like you, Savannah, I feel scared all the time. I find it hard to talk and make friends. I find it hard to trust.
I feel trapped too, like you, Savannah. Like it's caught, like, in my head, you know? All 24 hours of the day.
What are you talking about?
I killed someone.
You killed someone? You killed someone?
Like, for real?
There's this kid, I'm not gonna say his name, but I used to bully him. Yeah, at the time I didn't feel like I was bullying him. Yeah, I just felt like we were teasing him, you know, like we're just having some fun. And, you know, this went on until high school. You know, but I mean, I used to get bullied all the time too, you know, not bullied, but you know, I got teased. At the end of high school, he felt more like a friend. And I didn't know what really happened to him after graduation. I found out later, you know, he actually joined the army. But that was only because this woman, she came to my door and she turned out to be his mom. And she told me that her son, which was a kid, had died because of me. And she did that by telling me that I had killed her son. She blatantly said that I had killed her son. He killed himself in the army. And in his letter, he wrote that he joined the army because of me and that he hated it. In the end, she just hugged me and I cried with her. I told her I was sorry. And that's it.
You can still see his face. God, Ricky was such a moron. He was this short dude I knew, that I'd known for the rest of my life. He had this stupid grin, looked like Goofy. And he smiled. I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry I was being an ass. Didn't know we all had such shit lives. You know?
Tell us about Rick.
I don't know. This past summer was hot. I don't know. Maybe it was the summer is shit to go down, but we were at my house and we were messing around. We were drinking a little bit. I was a little bit drunk. And I thought I'd be cool, you know, show him off my mom's 45. You know, she had it because my dad skipped town and you know, he didn't care. So I'm waving it around and it's being stupid. And I don't know if I can do this. Now my heart's just beating really fast.
You don't have to say anything.
No, I gotta say this, all right? I haven't said this out loud to anybody before. The reason I was being such an ass earlier to everybody. Listen, I was waving the gun around. I was pretending to shoot people. And then Ricky. He grabs a gun out of my hand. And he put it up to his head and he said, hey, look, Russian roulette. Bang! I can't forget that moment. It's like a curse or something. Curse to remember.
I was told that I had to forgive myself. So, you have to forgive yourself.
I don't know how to do that.
I mean, we can figure it out together. Like, come on now, students helping students.
Like I've been in a cage fight.
Dude, I'm so exhausted.
I'm here for you. I'm here for all of you guys. I say we work out our shit together.
Yes, let's do that.
I would like that.
I want that too.
I'll be here for all of you too.